Listen, Casemiro is absolutely finished at Manchester United. He's the biggest problem at the club. And after individual mistakes yesterday, question marks have got to really be asked about his future at Manchester United. Let's talk about it. Listen, Casemiro, we know he's the most decorated midfielder, 5 Champions Leagues, multiple trophies, and we've seen his wife kind of take out the frustration on Instagram, putting up a picture of his trophies. Listen, he's the most decorated midfielder, but this isn't 8 years ago. This is 2024. Casemiro's performance against Liverpool was the worst performance I think I've seen by Casemiro in a Manchester United shirt. And he has had some really, really poor ones. For me, he can't be starting going forward. If he's going to make 20, 25-minute cameos, yes, we have to deal with that. But I do certainly think going into next season, the number 6 is a really, really big performance and something that we need to change. The number 6 is one of the most important positions in that midfield. And the fact that Manchester United, after signing Casemiro, after signing Ugarte, still need another number 6 is really, really telling. And we haven't really looked at that position in a long time. You look at what Casemiro was doing yesterday, leggy, lethargic, ultimately single-handedly cost us the game. And I think, listen, on the goals, there's probably more we can do to prevent it, but the first time pass to Kobe Mainoo was atrocious. I mean, Kobe Mainoo's not even looking at the ball, and he's just fizzed it into him. The second goal just gets pushed off the ball. I'm sure you're probably still on the floor when Liverpool scored that second goal. And yes, we could have done better. I think Lissandro could have done better, shutting down Luis Diaz to kind of intercept the ball, but it all comes down from that Casemiro mistake. And for me, it's not just now, it's a one-off game where we've seen Casemiro just make these mistakes. It's time after time, and it's the similar Casemiro we've seen to last season. You look at this overall transfer, we paid £70 million for Casemiro to only get one good year out of him. He's on 350 grand a week. This is an absolute disgrace, and I think someone who must get shipped out next summer. He's going to be at United. Listen, we have to deal with him this season, and he probably will have good games for us. But if you look at the overall larger picture, can he be constantly starting games for United? No. It's like Harry Maguire. We just need to get him out of the club. Ultimately, if you want to be the best in class, these sort of players can't be playing. And listen, he's tarnishing his reputation. I saw it on United Stand in their fans forum the other day. United keeping Casemiro, and every poor game that he's having, he's really tarnishing his reputation. I've seen Jamie Carragher say it when we lost 4-0 to Crystal Palace. Leave the football before the football leaves you. And that's ultimately the right thing to do for Casemiro. Listen, we know what he's done and we know what he can do on the pitch, but he just can't do it anymore. He's dragging all the midfield down with him. And listen, it's not all on Casemiro. I think it's the way Ten Hag is setting up that midfield. But when you're number 6, when you're scared to pass the ball to your number 6 because he's going to make a mistake, it really is all you need to know about that. So ultimately for me, Casemiro's done at United. I think he was done last season. I don't know how he survived the transfer window for me, and I don't know how he's still at this football club. But listen, we can't do everything. We can't get everyone out in the window. I think it was an overall decent window by United, but Casemiro's staying was probably one of the biggest concerns out of the whole window. But for me, I think all the fans have kind of done with Casemiro. We thought after the Community Shield game, I think he played well against Fulham. He can be a player we can look at. And we still can, and kind of say, listen, your experience is needed, but he can't be playing games. He can't be starting anymore for United anyway. We have no other choice but to start him because he is our only number 6, and Ugarte can't play every game. We are really just relying on Ugarte to start games and win games for United, but ultimately, we can't rely on him anymore. And there's people saying playing in that number 8. I think I did suggest on one of the videos. That absolutely can't work. You look at number 8, he's supposed to be one of the energetic, most explosive up and down the pitch. Casemiro won't do that. He'll absolutely get bypassed in that midfield. So for me, the solution with Casemiro is he's going to be at the club this season, and he's going to have to play games, Europa League, maybe Carabao Cup games. But in the big games, I want to see Ugarte in that midfield. We're just going to have to do, and I think Ugarte will add that balance, composure that we need in that midfield, and what we've really been lacking from Casemiro. But ultimately, for me, he has become the problem at United. His consistent lack of errors around the team. And the 2 errors that he made leading to goal win, only the 2 errors he made in the whole game. There was one on the right touchline where the ball just kind of left his feet. He didn't know what to do. I don't know if Liverpool had a chance. It was constant mistakes. And this is sad to see. It is really sad because we all have seen what the Casemiro could do. And I've seen a comment, I can't remember where it was, but when it was a really eye-opener because talking about Real Madrid's and Zidane's Real Madrid team, it was that Casemiro didn't really play as a number 6. Yes, he was kind of the deepest one and was touted as a number 6, but apparently it was Kroos. I'm not going to go check it, but it was an interesting comment that I thought I seen. No, I did see it. Listen, Casemiro just cannot do anymore. Listen, it's sad. It's a poor transfer for United. I think signing a £70 million midfielder on and 350 grand a week at 30 years of age was a poor deal, and it was kind of set up to be a crap deal. But ultimately, the past is the past. We've got to move on. And listen, for me, Casemiro can't start against Southampton in the big games. He can't start. He finished at this football club ultimately, and it's just about staying this final season with him. I think his performances this season have been shocking. He's just too inconsistent as well. Like, he could have one good game and we're saying start Casemiro, he's fantastic. Or he could have 4 crap games and a trot, have a whole season on the trot like he did last season. So, listen, I think the way Erik ten Hag is setting up this midfield is a bit of a disgrace. I think it's way too open. There's too much gap between the defence and the attack. But ultimately, the sloppy decisions that Erik ten Hag's making and the sloppy decision that Casemiro's making are massively contributing to the team. And it was just a lack and a build-up of individual errors that massively cost us. But listen, for me, it's sad. I think Casemiro, we know the legacy that he's had in the football game. But it's time to go, and ultimately that's what you have to say on criticism, and that's what needs to happen. Casemiro can't be in this team anymore, and the best thing for him to do is leave the football club. Maybe Saudi get a decent 40-50 million for him if we can do that. He's not worth that for me. But you look at what he does on this football pitch, no energy, just poor again. But listen, he'll be around this football club so he will start games, but big games, United, Liverpool, United, City, Arsenal, United, like, he can't be starting these games. It has to be Manuel Ugarte for me. And we're just hoping that Ugarte can stay fit and really hit the ground running for Manchester United. Because, listen, with every transfer, there's no guarantee he's going to work out. But Ugarte, for me, will certainly have a big impact to play at Manchester United. And he has big shoes to fill in Casemiro. It probably won't be too hard to kind of replace what Casemiro has been doing at Manchester United. But the first season by Casemiro was fantastic, and we thought if he could keep this up for 2 seasons, it'd be fantastic. But obviously he couldn't, and he can't do that. But listen, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Does Casemiro have a future at United? Absolutely not for me. Have your thoughts in the comment section below. Please do leave a like, comment and subscribe. The match reactions is on the channel. Link in the description, I think it will be. And yeah, stay tuned. Listen to the international break now. There'll be loads of analysis going on from all the pundits, all the media about United. It get talked about, but hopefully when we come back, we can bounce back, kind of forget what's happened in this game. I think the international break came at a perfect time for United, and kind of get Ugarte fit, get Højlund fit, get the players back, and ultimately just see what United can do this season. Because not only Casemiro is a big season for a lot of players, individuals, and also the manager. Because the next 4 games, we've got Southampton, we've got Barnsley in the FA Carabao Cup, we've got Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, Brentford, I think, in there as well. He's really got to win these games, otherwise he will be sacked. But let me know your thoughts. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did stay to the end, please do subscribe, and you lot are all legends. Thanks for all the support. Recently, it has massively helped the channel grow. I think we had 10, 11 subscribers away from 2,200. It'd be absolutely great to hit that milestone, and we will probably do a giveaway at 5 or even 10k subscribers. So thank you for watching. Hope you did enjoy. And yeah, let's see what happens. Peace.